Terrific Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about if you are not getting enough attention when you're doing your Facebook stuff for your business, it's time to go gangster on them. It's time. It is time to step up and start stealing. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I got your attention, didn't I? So, a lot of times the problem is not that you're not sharing great information. It's that no one sees it. No one is seeing it. No one is connecting with it. No one is interested. You haven't grabbed enough attention right away to get people to read what you've written or to watch more of your video. And I am as guilty as anybody on this deal. I know that I do this. I just, it's time to make a video. I don't care. I've got to get something up. And I don't think through what they're going to see first. What are they going to see first? And so if the title, the caption, or the first line don't grab some attention, if you're using a photo, it needs to be something that grabs their attention. Because think about it, when you're scrolling through Facebook, you're seeing a million things. What do you stop on? Now, we did this exercise last week where I asked you to go through your newsfeed and look at what kinds of posts you stopped on. And we talked about, babies and animals. And the only meme that I stopped on had to do with coffee. Selfies got a lot of attention. I went through my newsfeed and I saw posts that had 15 likes or more, and tried to look for what was going on in those posts that caught my attention. Today, we're going to look at the words. Last week, we were looking at images or themes or topics. Today, we're going to look at headlines that catch your eye. And here's the thing. A lot of times people, when I talk to them about social media, what they say is I'm not very creative. And they think that I sit around and suddenly ideas come from heaven and fall in my lap because I'm a creative person. And that's not at all what happens. What happens is I know how to steal. I know how to see a good idea, take it, and make it my own. And that's what makes me creative. It's not that I percolate these ideas all by myself. It's that as I'm watching what other people are doing, I see an idea and go, wait a minute, I can use that. I can modify that. I can change that up a little bit. I can make that my own. And I did that earlier today. I was going through my newsfeed because I knew that one of the problems that I was having is that my headlines aren't very snappy. They aren't grabbing people like they, when I was spending a lot more time on this, when I had a lot more time to spend on this, frankly. I was real careful about those headlines, and I've kind of just gotten to where it's like, I'm going to make a video on what you should know about Facebook, and the title is going to be what you should know about Facebook. It's not going to be enough to grab people. And so you really need a headline, a caption, or the first line of your copy, the first 30 seconds of your video that's going to pull people in. And so instead of trying to create that yourself, I want you to either grab a magazine. I know that's a little old-timey, but magazines do it very well. I want you to watch a commercial in between your shows. Stop fast forwarding through those. Pay attention to the commercials that you watch consistently and the ones that you cannot stand. Or go through your newsfeed and look at specifically the ads, because professionals are writing those ads. Look at the ads that you are most attracted to. Now, as I was doing this today, some of the ads, they don't have exciting copy. They just have a picture of something. And I will stop on that, if it's flat shoes. I can't wear heels. I'm getting back there, but I can't wear heels. So if it's really cool flat shoes, I will look at that. I don't care what the words are. I'm attracted to the product. I will dive a little deeper to figure out. And of course, I'm looking to see if I can afford the flat shoes. So the photo is just enough because I'm interested in the product. But more often than not, it's what they promise. It's the way that they put the hook out there, and that's what I want to look at. I want to look at what is the hook that made me stop and kind of see what this is all about. And I'm going to give you some examples and how I could use them. One of them, I literally wrote something up today. It was 7 things you'll love about, I can't even remember the product, even if you hate fill in the blank. So I took that title. What was that for? See? What was it? 7 things you'll love about. Anyway, I don't remember what it was originally about. I rewrote it to be, and I'll post this later on today. 7 things you'll love about having a social media coach, even if you hate social media. And see, now that's the 7 things is going to get me, especially since it's telling me I don't have to love. I think maybe it was even if you hate working out. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? So I take that title that caught my attention. I cross out the words that don't apply to my business. I put in some words that do apply to my business, and I've got a hook. I've got something that a great place to start when I'm writing that, when I'm writing the post. Now, here's what's even better about that. 7 things you'll love about having a social media coach, even if you hate social media. I can either do one big post. I can use that as a flyer. If I was going to do a face-to-face presentation, I could set something out on the table that has information about my coaching programs. And that can be the content that's on that flyer. I could do a 7-day series on and focus on each day on one of the things that you will love about having a social media coach, even if you hate social media. So look at how that one headline sets me up to create content that could be used several different ways. I could do 7 stories on Facebook or Instagram daily. One of the things that you would love about having a social media coach, even if you hate social media. And so, so just taking that one headline that I stole from somebody else's ad and making it fit my business, I have created some groundwork for quite a bit of content. So here's another one that I saw today. It was, you've got better things to do than to, I don't even know what it was. Maybe it was mop your floors or dust your shelves. I don't remember what the ad was for, but I did like that title. You've got better things to do than, and so I fill in the blank with my ideal client or customer's problem. You've got better things to do than to wander around the mall looking for a dress to wear to the wedding this week. We've got them here. Flash sale tomorrow, So this speaks directly to your client or customer's need. I have somebody I'm going to talk to who has a jewelry business. And so how could she use that headline to grab people in and help them pay attention to what she's doing? You've got better things to do than to shop all day looking for accessories to go with your outfit. Do it from your, bedroom in your pajamas, that kind of thing. So by taking a headline that grabbed my attention, I take out the words that don't suit my business. I add in the words that do. So here's some more examples that I grabbed. And I mean, this took me well, I'm sure it took me longer than it should have because I was on social media and then I saw, oh, somebody got a puppy and that kind of stuff. But really, if I were focused and just said, okay, I'm going to scan through this would take all of 10 minutes. And I've got 2 weeks worth of content ideas right here. One of the headlines that grabbed my attention was how we got this much results in this period of time. That could be useful for all kinds of different businesses and products. And so for my business, I could say something like how I got 20 new Facebook followers in 1 week. And then go into that. Can be a series, that can be a blog post, but the headline grabs your attention. I got these results, how I lost 40 pounds in less than 3 months. Okay. So you see how that's going to grab your attention? Here's another one. This one, I know where they stole this one. It's a this, it's a that, and then it's the company name. You know where they got that idea? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. So you can take that and fill in the blanks. Another one that I see quite a bit, and it's actually really helpful, the blank guide to do this in so many steps. Okay, so let's say it's the 10-minute guide to building, to creating, or, whatever. Oh God, I'm not doing well with brainstorming on my feet. Okay, let's do the 10-minute guide to choosing the right insurance carrier. I don't know, but anyway, it's anytime. I'm going to go back to that very first one. Anytime you can combine 5 things you should know, 5 mistakes you are making, 7 ways, 10 things that will. Those are always attention grabbers, and it can be a positive thing, or it can be a negative thing. Actually, negative tends to attract more attention than positive, but you want to go easy on that because you don't want to be known as, Grumpy the Clown. Another one, and this is great for a blog post, a video, or a quick article. I found the perfect solution for this problem. So by looking at other people's headlines, I grabbed some things that will work as a framework for 2 weeks worth of content. And I didn't have to come up with any of these ideas. All I did was grab their headline, take out the words that apply to their business or product, plug in, it's like Mad Libs, plug in words or ideas that work with my business, and I can use it. So just since I've got a couple of minutes to kill, I'm going to show you how this exercise would work for a client. We're going to make up a client. Okay. So I've got a client. Oh, my head is in the bang bang thing. Okay. I've got a client who has a weight loss clinic. So I'm going to use 5 of these headlines, and we're going to come up with topics for her weight loss clinic. 7 things you'll love about our weight loss plan, even if you hate eating vegetables. Even if you hate exercise, even better. So we're going to say 6 things you'll love about our weight loss plan, even if you hate exercise. That'll get your attention because most big people, we're not big fans of working out. And what you'll learn is that, I know this from my own personal experience, that most of the weight is lost based on what you eat and drink. Fixing your metabolism and toning and making sure that you don't wind up with this forever That's done with, with exercise, but most of your weight loss comes from what you eat. And so I can deliver on that promise. We've got a great plan, a holistic plan, that's going to help you lose this weight, and you're not going to have to work out for the first 6 months. After 6 months, we're going to make you walk or lift or yoga or something. Okay. So you've got better things to do than to calculate macros. You've got better things to do than to calculate macros. Okay, so again, we're working with our imaginary weight loss clinic. I already gave an example on how I lost over 40 pounds in less than 3 months. And that's going to be a testimonial or a blog post or, so I'll make a video for the weight loss clinic and tell them what I've been doing. Let's see. Okay, I finally understood kind of this one that I fumbled on before. Remember, those books like The Idiot's Guide to, or The Dummy's Guide to whatever? You could do that. The Dummy's Guide to Understanding Carbs. And then I found the perfect solution for the 20 pounds I put on during COVID. So by taking these headlines from ads that already grab my attention, pulling out the words that don't apply to my business, putting in the words that do, I get prompts that will, number one, help me create content. Number two, grab some attention. And number three, can be used in multiple ways on different platforms. It can be part of a newsletter. It can be a blog post. It can be a video. It can be a stationary post where I write out, 5 things. It can be a series. It can be something that I share on stories each day. It can be something where I do a reel or a live video. So once you have the ideas and you have borrowed them with no intention of giving them back, once you've borrowed those ideas, you can use them in many different ways, and you can use the same idea over and over and over again, because what you'll learn is that there are some sort of almost formulaic ways that people grab your attention. And I talked a little bit about them. One of the things that I have seen that hooks me every time is a post that starts with any information online that says, 5 mistakes you're probably making when using your Instapot. Well, I'm going to open that up because I don't want to be the dum-dum who is making the 5 mistakes. Or I want to read the article and go, I already knew that. Come on now. But they hook me because I want to be smart. I want to use it right. I want to use it smarter. I want to work smarter, not harder, all those things. And so that kind of headline, no matter what the topic is, the funny part is what I've learned about me is that I'll read stuff that does not apply to me because I want to be smart. I want to be the know-it-all. And so the 5 best strollers for 2021. I don't have children. I'm not fixing to have children. I don't have anything to put in a stroller. But I'm telling you, the temptation is strong when I see an article that says the 5 best strollers in 2021. I almost have to see it just so that if I meet someone who's pregnant, I can say, I know the 5 strollers. And so, instead of just sort of going, isn't that weird that I do that? What I need to do, good Lord, what is going on with my hair? Anyway, instead of just thinking that's a weird thing about me, I need to pay attention to that and say, that's human nature. I can use that human nature stuff and attract more people to what I'm trying to share with them if I borrow that idea. Okay, I'm stealing. If I steal that idea that gets my attention every time, why am I not using that on my webpage? Why am I not using that with my social media? 5 things you may not know about. Oh my gosh, those things, I embarrass myself with what will hook me when I'm scrolling through, you know. 7 celebrities you may not know or have these secrets, anything secret. I got to know the secret. Um Tips, tricks, magic. Those kinds of words hook me in. And so let's take a little bit of time and get creative with the titles to the videos, the first line of my copy, or the caption I put on my photo, and see if we can't get some more people paying attention to what we're doing by just taking a couple of extra minutes to make sure that we grab people. I hope that's helpful to you. I will be back tomorrow, and we will talk a little bit more about where to begin with Facebook. I hope you have a terrific